Hi, Shandon. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope that you and all the ones you love are doing well. You might notice that I am talking with you from my front porch. I recently got caught outside in the rain, and at first I thought I would dry my hair and change my clothes, but I wanted to get this to you, and the truth of the matter is that rain falls on all of us sometimes, and being the church with one another means being honest when it happens. A few reminders to you as we head into a holiday weekend. The church office will be closed on Friday, July 3rd. Worship, of course, will be recorded and available to you on the morning of Sunday, July 5th. The Reverend John Cook is preaching this weekend. He's preaching on the Good Samaritan, another one of our sanctuary windows, as we continue our series, The Gospel in Stained Glass. Today is technically the last day to sign up for our summer book groups, but if you hear me say that and realize you've been meaning to do it and just haven't done it yet, we will take registrations the rest of this week. Starting next week, we'll be sorting through all of the signups and putting everyone into groups. So if you have indicated to us that you'd like to participate, you'll hear from us with details about your group soon. And thank you to so many of you who have decided to participate. That's wonderful and exciting. Every time I record one of these messages, I'm aware of how much I wish we were together. How I would so much rather talk to you live and face-to-face instead of talking into a computer screen. But I continue to have confidence and faith that that time will come. And in the meantime, our priority is your health and safety. To that end, a reopening task force has been created, and we have been meeting every 2 weeks. There is a status update on this group's work and a list of the members of the group, included in this week's email update and in this week's Sunday bulletin. Please feel free to reach out to anyone on the task force, and please know that every decision that we deliberate, we do so out of care for each and every one of you. We also know how much you care for one another, so a few updates to our prayer list to share with you this week. Jim Christian, that bird is very loud. Jim Christian is back home, discharged from the hospital following his recent surgery, and we give thanks to God for that. Allison Croxton continues to face a series of medical challenges, including multiple surgeries with perhaps more to come. We pray for her and her family, as well as her entire medical team. Henry, the young son of our office manager, Jess Joyner, has outpatient surgery tomorrow, Thursday. We pray for Henry and Jess, especially because Henry won't be able to eat tomorrow morning before surgery, and that is particularly difficult for little ones and for those who care for little ones. David White continues to undergo medical tests so that doctors can develop a treatment plan. We pray for David, Carolyn, and their entire family, and again for the entire medical team in their planning. And finally, friends, know that we are praying for you. Those of you who are carrying heavy burdens, but also those of you simply carrying on with the everyday routine of life. We miss you, and we can't wait to see you again. To close us out today, one of my favorite poets is Mary Oliver. She had some Presbyterian ties in her life, and I am always delighted to claim her as one of our own. I hope these poems will give you some pleasant ideas upon which to meditate this evening. Peace be with you.
Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean, the one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous, complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, What else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last, and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give in to it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed or about to be. We are not wise and not very often kind, and much can never be redeemed. Still, life has some possibility left. Perhaps this is its way of fighting back, that sometimes something happened better than all the riches or power in the world. It could be anything, but very likely you notice it in the instant when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not made to be a crumb. Instructions for living a life. Pay attention. Be astonished. Tell about it.